Some are born great. Some achieve greatness and some have greatness thrust upon them because of who their parents are. Look, that's not exactly what Shakespeare wrote in The Twelfth Night, but it works pretty well for this podcast. This Nepobaby is the epitome of cool girl. She's got bohemian style and a carefree attitude. She has effortlessly stepped into multiple genres of film, starring in action movies, dramedies, and crime. But did her parents' fame act as a gateway for her own? Let's find out in this episode of Nepobaby.
The playing field is not level.
You get access that other people don't
not.
have.
Nepotism, baby, that is what they call me. 'Cause I'm a rich parents, they all wanna know me. Let us break it down on the Nepo Baby.
Today, we are talking about Zoe Kravitz. Zoe was born on the 1st of December in 1988, making her 35 years old, Jessie.
Good maths by you.
I know, huge for me. I pre-prepared it.
You carried the one.
Before we get into her life, Jessie, and as always, I enjoy a little quote from a Nepobaby. Can you give me that before we get into her parents?
Hell yeah. She told Elle magazine in 2022, I was incredibly privileged. I got an agent easily. I'm not going to pretend like it didn't help me get into the room. But I had to remember that I worked hard. And as a child, I was putting on performance in my grandparents' house. And it had nothing to do with who my family was. It was because I loved it.
We love a self-aware queen.
Very interesting.
It was because she was performing to her grandparents, Jessie.
Yeah. I mean, shouldn't we all be Zoe Kravitz if that
I
is
feel
what
like-
gets you jobs?
Well, exactly. I was also performing to my grandparents and parents, and whether they wanted to see it or not, I am not famous. So
Yeah, much to ponder with that. So many layers in that little quotey
Just
quote.
wanna set up with that one and just like let it sit with you, you know? So let's do as we always do and get into the parents, Jessie. Okay, Jessie, she's the only child of Lisa Bonet and Lenny Kravitz.
It's really important that you say she's an only child. I just really
Yeah.
need to know
Only
that.
child.
Okay, she's an OC.
Her father, if you didn't already know, is a musician and an actor, obviously by the name of Lenny Kravitz. You would know his hit song, Fly Away from 1998, Jessie. But first, before we get into Lisa, can you please tell me how the pair met?
Yes, please, I'd love to. According to People magazine, the pair met in an elevator during a New Edition concert in 1985. I'm assuming that's a band.
Yeah, that's the band. I hadn't heard of them either.
Okay, great. 1985 though,
Yeah.
great year for bands. Kravitz had spotted Bonet, that's Lisa Bonet, on the popular family sitcom and was nervous coming face to face with her. So she is an actress and she's best known for the TV series The Cosby Show.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, wow, haven't heard that name in a long
I
time.
know. Hasn't aged well.
Yeah.
But I guess
RIP to
what I
all that.
wanted to say with this was that she was the more famous one at the time.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
By like a country mile.
Yeah, that the Cosby Show was huge.
Absolutely
Yeah.
huge. And I mean, in my mind, I was like, Lenny Kravitz, I mean, he's a
Massive.
big star. And
Yeah.
then like looking her up, I was like, oh, actually, maybe he's not.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Met in an elevator, so you've got like 5 seconds, 10 seconds to shoot your shot.
Yeah. How
Wow.
cute is that? Lenny reportedly said at the time, my heart started racing. I didn't know what to say, but I had to say something. I knew this chance meeting was my only opportunity. I couldn't blow it. It's so cute. It's so cute to see like someone who's like, I don't know, in my mind, very charming and very well put together, always has the sunglasses on, always has
Yeah.
his shirt like buttoned right down. He seems like the epitome of cool guy.
He seems like someone that would just say like 2 perfect syllables and you'd be like, here's my phone number.
Literally. Like
And my
I
mother's
kind of
maiden name.
Yeah, imagine him being shaken. Like I
Yeah.
actually can't.
Well, I mean, look at her though.
Yeah.
She's a stunner.
She is.
I'd
and
be
she's
nervous
very
in an elevator with her.
cool. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Either of them really. But
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. The pair did actually split in 1993, unfortunately.
Oh my God,
Jessie.
great year for babies.
But it is. But they maintain a solid friendship and, of course, share a daughter together.
Nice.
We are moving on to our next phase, Jessie. This one covers Zoe Kravitz's early life in a phase that we're calling no reservations on acting. As I said before, Jessie, her parents had split, so they divorced in 1993, and Zoe lived with her mother.
Yeah, with Lisa. Got you.
At 11 years old, she moved in with her father, and they eventually settled in New York City. So pretty big changes happening.
Yeah.
Where she attended the Rudolf Steiner School, a school that prides itself on a Waldorf education. Jessie, can you take me through what on earth that means?
I was just going to ask you, but I do have it here. Okay, so Waldorf education inspires the spirit of the child while eliciting academic excellence through educational artistry. Thank God I did my vocal warm-up before this quote.
Honestly.
So students develop an understanding and respect for the various cultures of the world through their experience in the classroom and in the celebration of seasonal festivals of the year. So it says here, we celebrate our common humanity, not our separateness in belief or practice.
It's so wild to me each time we hear about these Nepo babies, like early schooling. It's always very like,
It's never just times tables.
no, it's never like, oh, they just went to the local primary school. It's always like they went to a school that like worshipped the sun and didn't wear sunscreen.
Yeah, like you're reading The Giving Tree. You're watching Storm Boy.
Yeah.
You are all reading,
the school
playing
play
Beady
is
Bo.
Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Yeah.
That brought me up.
Yeah, it's well done. And also I think Lenny Kravitz and Lisa Bonet scream Steiner School to me.
They do.
So they're not going to put their kid in a times table school.
No, they're not going to actually do maths at these schools.
No.
They're going to
Feelings
plant
and
trees.
colours.
Yeah. Absolutely. Artists from the get-go.
Artistes.
Her first role was while she was still in high school, Jessie. So she was only 17, 18 when she first got cast in her first film role, which called No Reservations in 2007. The film starred Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Huge, of Chicago fame.
Massive.
Yep.
She plays sort of like a chef and she's thrust into motherhood after tragic events. Zoe plays a small role in this of the babysitter, and I'm just going to play you like a really short clip, okay?
I have no idea what to do with a kid, especially one who's lost her mother.
I want you to take a week off.
There has to be someone better suited to this.
I'm Charlotte.
I don't need a babysitter.
Oh, I see you've brought something to read to Zoe.
Rapidly mutating deadly viruses.
Is that the girl from Little Miss Sunshine?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Did she ever go to school? Because she is
I would love to
working.
know.
Bang, bang, bang.
She also doesn't seem to age very much,
She
does
is
she?
everywhere and she's always 11.
Yeah, I could see that.
She's 11 in a pastel cardigan and a middle part.
Yeah. And she's
Yeah.
kind of dorky, but we love her.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to Zoe.
Back to
She's
Zoe.
got like this sort of gothic look in this.
Yes.
I mean, I would say looks to be at least, 15 to maybe 17.
I
But
think
like,
if they took all the makeup off her, she'd look exactly the same age as the girl she's babysitting.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, she's a child in
She's
this.
little,
and she has cut through though. In that
Yeah.
really short clip, I feel like you can
Presence.
see that she's got presence. She's got cut through. She's like meaning what she says.
Yes.
Which I think is hard for like an actress so young and obviously has zero experience at this point.
But not hard for someone who went to a Steiner school. I think.
True.
An OC and a Steiner school, hot comment. The Venn diagram
Yeah.
is confident, means what they say, can be cast with Catherine Zeta-Jones.
I could not
think.
believe that her first role is with Catherine Zeta-Jones.
that's
It's
pressure.
Massive stuff. Post high school, she was enrolled in the drama program at the State University of New York at Purchase. Have you heard of this?
No.
I feel like it's been thrown around in Nepobaby before.
Okay, they've been around.
They have been around, of course, in true Nepobaby fashion. She lasted a year and then was like, I'm pursuing my acting career.
Fair enough.
Have we not covered every single Nepobaby that's like, you know what? I need to leave to pursue
not for me.
my craft.
But also, this is me once again, but it would be really hard transitioning from Steiner school to any other form of education. I think it would be really tricky because that's like proper mainstream classes.
Having to go to class like on time.
Yeah.
A
Having
foreign
said
concept.
that, though, I get all my Steiner School information from The Simpsons. So maybe it's not. Maybe it's really similar. I'm just
I feel like
caveating that now.
It must be accurate. It must be.
So she actually had a super busy 2007, Mon. I did the Shape for a Cure. I was really bold in 2007. So we both had massive 2007s.
My first year of high school, so
there you go.
huge for me too.
So she appeared in another small role in a psychological thriller called The Brave One. And that's starring Jodie Foster and Terrence
my
Howard. So she's
goodness.
just leaps and bounds.
And Jodie Foster at this time,
yeah,
massive.
yeah,
Like,
huge.
I don't think you can get bigger than Catherine Zeta-Jones and Jodie Foster.
Yeah, post Silence of the Lambs, Jodie, massive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She could do no wrong. She could get cast in anything she wanted.
Agree.
That's crazy to me. Once again, it was just a small role, Jessie, but like
But still titans of
she's
the
in
industry.
it.
Yeah.
She's got a name in it.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty impressive to me. Let's move on to our next phase, Jessie.
Yep.
We're going to talk about Zoe's career when it really, really took off.
Nice.
In a phase that we're calling Catwoman and big career moves.
Me out.
Now, we're not going to go through her whole bio, whole career here, Jessie.
Life is too short.
Unfortunately, we just don't have the time on Nepobaby. We've got booked and busy. We've got stuff to do.
We've got opinions to make.
That's right. But her career does span a number of years and a number of genres. But I'm going to highlight some moments that I believe are super important to her career.
Yep.
And when she became a mainstream star.
Okay.
So we're tracking
Yeah.
how she did it.
We're jumping, we're leaping.
I think Zoe, like a number of Nepo babies, she started out as a bit of an indie star. And I think that's important to note early on. I mean, even from the two roles that we've already spoken about, I think she's, up and coming in that indie world.
Once again, Steiner adjacent.
Exactly. In 2014, Zoe landed a role in Divergent as the character of Christina. Do you remember the Divergent series?
I remember that they're books, right? And
Yes.
then there are films.
Yes.
Yeah. Didn't read them, didn't see them, but was aware.
Okay.
They were massive.
All right. It was massive. It was everywhere. As you just said, Jessie, it was a book turned movie franchise. Can you tell me, I think you've got like a little description there of the first Divergent film.
I do. It reads like a movie trailer. In a world divided by factions. In a world divided by factions based on virtues, Triz learns she's divergent and won't fit in. When she discovers a plot to destroy divergence, Triz and the mysterious Four must find out what makes divergence dangerous before it's too late. Oh.
It's pretty like star-studded, this one.
Does that mean like she doesn't have any virtues? Is that
So
what it means? I don't get it.
Christina was like the friend in this. She was like the sidekick.
Okay.
So she was sort of like, I think, in one of the factions and then sort of realized as she went on that maybe she was divergent as well. I think that was the vibe.
Ooh, it's very
it was
sci-fi.
It was very sci-fi. It was very like, the classic sci-fi trope that they're sort of like stuck in a bit of a system that they need to like break out of.
I think I was constantly mixing this up with Hunger Games because it was
Similar.
similar. It came out at the same
Similar
time.
time,
Shailene
yeah.
Woodley had very much like J-Law vibes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Got you.
She went on to appear in 2 more films in the same series. So she really was like booked and busy during this time, which is massive for her to get so
Yeah.
young in her career that she's able to get like, 3 film roles basically.
And a
off this one
blockbuster.
thing.
Yeah.
So she's doing really well. Then in 2016, she starred in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them as Leta Lestrange.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. I like where your brain's going right now.
Okay.
And yes, it was the relative, I suppose.
Bellatrix.
Of Bellatrix.
Yes. Relative.
So technically not Bellatrix. It was like related by marriage.
Yeah.
I did look into this
'Cause
because I was
they-
like, I need to know.
It's a bit of a Potterhead speaking here. So it's actually set pre-Harry Potter.
It is, yeah. But it's like
Nice.
the husband was her relative.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, that's so fascinating. I love it when
Cool.
like things cross over.
She has a bit of Lestrange, like Bellatrix Lestrange about her.
I think so too.
Slinky, a bit sexy, but
she's
a bit evilly.
sexy, but
Yeah.
she's a bit gritty as
Yeah,
well. Like,
yeah.
and she's not afraid of I don't know, that strangeness.
Good presence, I think, for a Lestrange. Oh, great casting, Harry Potter
really,
people.
really good casting.
Okay, nice.
there was another film in this series made in 2018 and she reprised the role
Yes.
again.
I've
So-
actually seen both.
Have you
it's Only just
actually?
it's only just clocking out that was her.
Wow.
Nice.
That's crazy.
know.
I don't think I've seen either.
They're not great, but I have
So-
seen them.
I really enjoyed it. Okay. Well, in 2017, Jessie, this is where I believe she became like a true dramatic actress.
Dramatique.
Bonnie, I love this music. Is this Adele?
No, it's Sade, actually.
We should get this, honey.
Oh, we have it.
Red wine, anyone? I know white goes with fish, but I like red.
Yes, please.
Down the hatch.
I love this place setting. I like when there's extra forks and extra spoons, especially little tiny forks. It feels so special, doesn't it?
I just want to use all of them.
The little ones are for the oysters.
And I love these really creative little cups.
They're clay. I think they're from Mexico.
Oh, that's so nice. Ed prefers more traditional glass cups for wine, but these are...
I'm actually more kind of a beer guy. But...
Oh, do you want some beer? We have some.
No.
Okay, Jessie, we just watched a clip from Big Little Lies.
Yes. Luckily for us, I've seen the entire series.
It is a great series.
Yeah, we love it. I love watching Nicole Kidman in a cardigan and a wig. It's like soothing.
The wig was an odd choice.
The wig was the main character.
Like, why? Her hair is literally that color.
Yeah, I think I read an interview that she wears wigs because of like the damage, like the heat
her
damage and
hair.
the color damage. So I get it. But also like, I don't know, all that money, you couldn't get a good wig.
Couldn't get it stuck
If
down.
Nicole
right?
can't get one, God help us all. But back to Zoe.
Yeah.
The character she plays in this series is just such good casting. I'm actually no, maybe I'm putting too much pressure on the casting directors. Maybe she's just a good actress, is what I should say.
Like, I mean, it is good casting,
Yeah.
I think, because it's like, of course, she is this grounded character, this yoga instructor.
Sexy
that
little
you-
yoga teacher.
Well, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it's like there's part of this trope, I think, that you know, women hate women kind of stuff, and it's,
Yeah.
you don't want to hate her.
Yeah,
like, there's
no.
no part of me that's like, I don't like her. It's her fault or whatever.
And she had some crazy ass hippie lines to say, but because it's her and because she's so beautiful looking, there's not a trace of doubt in my mind that someone that looks like her wouldn't speak in those terms.
Yeah.
Like she had to say stupid things like, you know, no one owes anybody anything and la la la.
I'm like, I believe it.
She says silly things, but I'm like, God damn it, she's right. Like,
It's
yeah,
true.
Yeah. So she
Yeah.
does a really good job with some really hard lines.
Yeah, I think so, because you could easily make them like throwaways.
It's so parody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, she really grounds these scenes. And I think even like that short amount that we watched, you know, I felt like she was more grounded than the actor that she was playing opposite. And
Yeah.
it shouldn't be the case. Not with the
There's-
lines that she has.
No, that's the thing. And there are actors that are so talented. They make everyone else in the room look like they're trying.
Yeah.
And she just looks like she's walked on by accident.
Now this next film we're going to talk about, Jessie, in 2022. Biggest career move to date. She was cast in The Batman. Do you remember this?
Yeah, with our
Robert.
Pats.
Yeah,
Everybody's favorite
Robert
vampire.
Pattinson. Crazy.
I saw this
She
at the cinema.
obviously played Catwoman or Selena Kyle. Mm-hmm. You enjoyed this?
I loved the Batman. I mean,
Okay.
I, for genetic reasons, love Batman. It's just my family's in love. And I really liked this new story.
That's interesting
Thought it
because
was
there was
great.
a few critics out there that were, you know, given the timing, 2022 lockdowns had happened. This was filmed in while people are in pretty strict lockdowns.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're referring to COVID. I feel like we can't say it sometimes.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, there was a few critics out there that it was too dark. And I'm like, Batman is dark.
Yeah, and I think also like it's one of the few, or probably the only actually superhero films that I can watch because it's not every other goddamn character popping up in a movie like a Marvel movie.
Yeah, it does kill
because
ya.
it's DC.
DC's a bit different.
It's just a bit different, and it's not like everyone's cousins, and like it's not Spider-Man popping out of a bush again. Like, just give me one superhero with one
Without other
villain,
people coming
please.
in. Yeah, true.
And also
Simple.
adding some Nirvana into the Batman soundtrack.
Huge.
Oh my God. Yeah, the next one's coming. And then there's Joker coming out at the end in October. I think. So
There you
exciting.
go.
Anyway,
Little teaser.
saw Zoe in it. Thought she was great.
Yep.
I was distracted by how thin she was, but that's just something I noticed.
She was tiny.
Did
in
you
that.
watch it? She was
I
really.
have seen enough clips to know.
She's all collarbones, which was just wild for me. But she did an amazing job. I thought the script was really good. She does lots of fun, sexy acrobatics and stuff.
Yeah, I
and-
did notice that too.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
I mean, and in lockdown. Crazy.
I loved it.
Robert and Zoe were proud of their work. I'm going to show you a short clip.
Who in your lives are you excited to share this with? Like share the finished product with? Is there a family or a friend that you're going to kind of live vicariously through this experience for?
Really, all of them. I've never had a film where I'm proud and excited for my friends to come. I'm usually quite, embarrassed for people to see me, in a film. And this one, I'm like, everyone come see it, come to the premiere, come check it out. I think
And people want to come.
people want to come because it's not like, what's this weird movie
Yeah, it's
that
like,
you
oh,
did gonna
please.
be. It's a cultural experience.
Yeah, send me a link.
I think that's so relatable.
Yeah, it's really sweet. And also really refreshing to see an actor be excited about a film. I think it's really cool that obviously I'm just a working gal, but it's nice to see someone to be as excited as being in a Batman film as I would be. She's genuinely keen for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big role for her.
Yeah.
This is massive.
And it's a massive franchise to be a part of.
Yeah, I think they both were quite sweet in this and they played off each other really nicely. In that
Yeah.
little interview, I was like, oh, that exchange was really lovely and wholesome.
Yeah,
And
really
I'm proud
fun.
of them.
Yeah, they did great. I want to watch that tonight, actually. It's such a good film.
Get in there. Why not? We are moving on to our next phase, Jessie. This one we are calling Lola Wolf, the band. Now, Lola Wolf is the name given to the duo started by Zoe Kravitz and friend, producer and drummer Jimmy Giannopoulos.
JJJ.
Yeah, exactly. At various points, they were also joined by James Levy, but I'm not entirely sure if he's still in the band.
Okay.
Question mark on that one.
All right. Trio duo.
The original duo started collaborating after meeting in Brooklyn in 2013, Jessie. And they now have over 30 songs spanning over 2 albums as well as singles and EPs.
Nice.
So this was one of those projects that Zoe did between her films.
Yeah.
Particularly when she played sort of heavier roles. She said she relied on the music to be like that levity.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. I was like, that's really lovely to hear that she's using, music as like a therapy almost.
Yeah. And making money from both.
Yeah.
We
good on
love
her.
to see it.
Good on her. Can you describe their music for me?
I'll give it a red hot go. I've got here, it says it's R&B and electro pop with 80s inspired synth-led songs.
Interesting.
Nice.
It's not super specific.
She says, everyone's putting it under electronic. That's what people are saying about it. Electronic feels really specific or something. I don't know. I feel like it has a lot more R&B, but with electronic elements. There's a pop thing going on as well. So I'd say electronic R&B or something like that. God, that reminds me of just asking any guy I was dating what his music taste was.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's just like
You
it's
can't
really
contain
hard to
me.
describe, and you're like, you just like the
You
1975.
can't put me in a box. Yes, I can. It's just Jeff Buckley.
Yes.
It's just Jeff Buckley and one Black Eyed Peas song.
The band was actually named after Zoe's half siblings from her mother's relationship with Jason Momoa. I know, right?
Lisa Bonet going from strength to strength.
Huge from her. I
Wow.
know. Yeah.
Well done.
Pretty wild.
So Lola Wolf.
Lola Wolf.
Nice.
So Lola and then Wolf.
And Wolf is a name.
2 of them.
Nice. Wolf is a name.
Yeah,
Nice,
Wolf
nice.
is a name.
Cute.
It is now, Jessie. It is now. The band have opened for Miley Cyrus and Lily Allen.
Okay, massive.
I know.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like they're giving like indie vibes until this point, and then I'm like, wait a minute.
Miley's like, if I can't have Lenny,
Literally crazy to me.
let's just get Zoe.
Crazy to me. Yeah, kind of a big deal. Zoe summed it up really nicely in a Vice article a few years ago, Jessie.
Yes, I've got a little quote here. She says, I mean, if it were up to me, I would still have people not know who makes the music. In this day and age, people are so quick to judge and they love to hate. and it's fine, but I don't have the intention of being a pop star. I don't really care if people like it or not, but if they do, that's awesome.
Ooh, I like
Nice.
that.
Yeah. I think it is a true sign of passion if you're happy to do what you love and like not put your name to it. You know,
Yeah.
like if you'd happily just like sing into a little dark room and have no one know. So
And
she's not wanting it for the fame or anything.
Yeah, and I think that is like, I mean, you can tell that she means that because she hasn't done music super consistently. It's
Yeah.
been between her acting roles.
Yeah, for
and when
sure.
she needs it and when she feels obviously passionate about doing it. And I think that's really nice to see.
Yeah. Good on her.
Yeah, I really like
And nice
that.
of her to voice that as well.
Yeah.
And it's true. People, even I've done it, you see someone's name on it and you're like, hate, double hate.
Yeah.
You know, without even listening because
Yeah.
you're just attuned to
Like,
like
here
how
we
you feel.
go. Yeah.
Like how you feel about that person.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
We have reached the end of our Zoe Kravitz episode. That flew for me, Jessie.
Yeah, that was quick.
What do you think on Zoe's career? Do we think that she has, outgrown her parents' stardom, or is she, still in the shadow of mum and dad?
I don't think she's in the shadow. I think she's been. I think that was so spicy to start with that quote because it's like she's kind of set it up for us really
misled
easily.
you.
So she's very aware of her privilege.
She is, yeah.
I think she is a talented actress.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to Lola Wolf. Probably won't. But
Not really my style. I did listen to some.
Oh, did you?
It just like it's a bit strange, but like I
Maybe I will
expect
listen.
that. I expect that from her. You might like it. I
Now
don't know.
want to. Yeah, I think she's been very upfront. Obviously, she's had doors opened through her parents.
Yeah.
But also, you don't get into a Reese Witherspoon produced TV series by who you know.
Yeah.
And you do not get Batman roles by who you know.
Yeah.
That's talent, baby girl.
Yeah, and she's great. She's really great, and I really respect how honest she is.
Yeah. And she's not like hocking weird leggings like Kate Hudson or like, she's
No.
sticking to what she knows.
Yeah.
She's like honing in what she's passionate about.
And just every time I've seen her, either in an interview or in her acting, even in her music to some degree, she just is herself.
Yeah.
She's not putting on any facade.
Yes.
She's not putting any marketing spin on it. She is just like purely Zoe, and she's not trying to be anyone else.
She is a confident, only child, Steiner School educated, Nepobaby.
Yeah. Obsessed.
Put that on a bumper sticker.
I plan to buy our merch. Well, thank you for joining us on the Zoe Kravitz episode of Nepobaby. My name is Monica.
I'm Jessie.
And this is Nepobaby.